Welcome back to now the third episode of Cooking in Harmony. Oh, wait, actually this way. Anyway, ho, 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 Merry Christmas. Today's episode is going to be Christmas themed, if you didn't already know. I have on my nice Mrs. Claus outfit. I'm going to give you guys a little curtsy. I am very excited. I think, you know, out of Halloween, out of Thanksgiving, I think Christmas just might be my favorite holiday. I don't know if I said this about Thanksgiving last time, but I'm in the Christmas spirit, so it's my favorite holiday, all right? So today, I thought I was gonna switch it up. We're not gonna be doing like cooking, but I thought it would be fun to kind of show y'all how to make some edible gifts, all right? Today's episode is called Edible Gifts. How sweet. So that's what we're gonna be doing today. And I'm gonna show you 3. So I'm not sure if you guys have been seeing this trend, but I've been seeing kind of like a trend on social media where a lot of you wanna kind of do like homemade gifts this year. Because sometimes it can be kind of exasperating going to the store and just, you know, buying whatever. But I think it can be really meaningful to kind of, you know, make something and give to your friends. So I wanted to show you some soulful edible gifts that you can make for your family and friends. And we're gonna be doing 3. Things coming 3. And look at the nails today, guys. Thank you, Heavenly Nails, looking really nice. So we're gonna do 3 gifts. First, we're gonna start off with a soulful seasoning mix, all right? I thought this was a great idea, and it's super quick, super easy. You might even be able to just have all these ingredients already in your house. So yeah, why not just find like a quick and easy way to try kind of just make a gift for your family that they're actually going to use, all right? Because sometimes you can get gifts for people and they don't even use it, right? But we're gonna switch that up. So here's a soulful seasoning mix. We're gonna put everything in a 3-ounce jar. We're supposed to add salt, but this is like one of those shaking thingies. Anyway, we'll get back to that. All right, so all the ingredients are gonna be listed, but I want you to grab yourself a 16-ounce mason jar. You can easily get these at Dollar Tree. Y'all know I love Dollar Tree. At this point, I think Dollar Tree should sponsor me. All right, I love Dollar Tree. It's a great way to get inexpensive things. So get yourself a 16-ounce mason jar, or you know, if you may have one in your house, or you can use one of those tomato jars, you know, the one that your spaghetti sauce comes in. That might be a little bit bigger than 16 ounces, but anyway, so we're gonna start with our onion powder. Get yourself a 1/4 cup measure, all right? We're gonna dump that inside. I'm telling you guys now, this is gonna be such a fun and easy gift you can give to your family and friends, all right? Now we're gonna get some garlic powder, all right? 1/4 the cup. Pour that in here, all right? Boom. And we're just gonna be layering everything on top. Okay, so that's our onion powder. That's our garlic powder. We're gonna go with some ground paprika as well, okay? Boom. I love paprika because it just gives your food just like a nice, like, sometimes like a smoky flavor. Paprika to me isn't really spicy. I know that's a little different for some people. Some people do find paprika spicy. It's not spicy to me at all. But color, that's why I really like it. I love adding color to my food. So we're gonna have some black pepper. We're not gonna do 1/4 a cup. I would say maybe about 2 tablespoons would be best. All right, boom. And as we're seeing, we could probably go with a little smaller. If you wanna be able to fill up the whole jar, I don't really wanna do that today for you guys, but I would say maybe go with maybe about 3/4 of a cup would probably be best. But, or you can go with a smaller jar, whichever tickles your peach, all right? Now we're gonna have some sazon, 1/4 a cup. All right, boom. And y'all know I love me some sazon. If you're wondering, whew, guys, you know what they say. If you ain't sneezing, it ain't season, all right? I'm about to sneeze, but that's how you know the seasonings is coming together. I'm telling you now. Okay, and then we're also gonna do 1/4 a cup of salt. Now, I haven't figured out how to get this off. Y'all know I'm always struggling to figure things out on this channel, but imagine I'm putting 1/4 a cup in here, all right? All right, so boom. So far we've added our garlic powder, our onion powder, our sazon, our black pepper, salt, and paprika. And you see how it's just all nice and layered there? You see that? Now, I'm so tempted to give this a good shake, but I also really like the way that looks. Doesn't that look cool? I kind of want to shake, I want to shake it. Yes! Okay, now look at that. Now that is what we call a nice soulful seasoning blend. So if you want to be able to use a 16-ounce jar, I would say we probably need about, maybe you can just up it by another 1/4 a cup, because you don't have to fill it to the tippy top. But if you want to, I would say double the recipe, all right? Or maybe even triple the recipe. Maybe triple the recipe. Yeah, you do that, all right? So boom, look how easy that is. Now, what I'm planning on doing with this episode is I'm gonna show you how to do all the jars, and then we're gonna make it all cute and nice, all right? So that's Harmony Soulful Seasoning Blend. You can easily make this for your family. I would suggest when you're wanting to cook, get a tablespoon at a time and add it to literally anything. You can add it to your chicken. You can add it to your mac and cheese. You can add it to your spaghetti. Maybe not ramen, but yeah, a lot of things. You can literally almost add this to everything. So your family, your friends, they're gonna love this gift. And they're actually going to use it, all right? We're all about using the gifts we're giving to people, all right? Or gifting gifts people could actually use. Okay, so that was nice, easy, quick, right? Next, in our next jar, we're gonna do a fun cornbread mix, okay? Now, I'm really excited about this because this is also super easy, and who doesn't love cornbread? And now you can gift it, all right? So we're gonna add I think this is about 1/2 cup of cornmeal. We're gonna do that. Make it all, actually, wait, I have a spoon, wait. I have a lot of spoons. But okay, so let's add about 1/2 cup of cornmeal. Stop getting all messy. Why do things always get so messy here, guys? It's just always so messy. That's good. Okay, so you see that? Cornmeal. I'm sure use a funnel, guys. That's what I was supposed to bring, a funnel. Funnels make things less messy. But you know what? Mess is fun in the kitchen. If your kitchen isn't getting all messy when you're cooking, maybe you're not having that much fun. And here at Cooking in Harmony, we have a lot of fun, okay? So we have 1/2 cup of cornmeal. This is looking like another not reaching to the top kind of situation. But that's okay, because you can always double the recipe and you can do it like that, all right? So that's 1/2 cup of cornmeal. Now we're gonna add 1/2 cup of flour. This is super duper easy, okay? The hardest part of this is getting it into the jar. But like I said, edible gifts. I'm sure you might even have flour and cornmeal in your house already. So these are things you can just easily just put in a jar, give it to your loved ones, and they're gonna love it. And they're gonna be like, whoa, you did this? And you're gonna be like, yeah, I did. And they're gonna be like, wow, thanks, I really appreciate it. And you're gonna be like, you're welcome. I'm the best gift giver. And then you're gonna look into the imaginary camera that's there and be like, thank you, Cooking in Harmony. Okay, so you see that? We have our flour, we have our cornmeal, boom. And now, don't forget this. This is really important. We're gonna add some baking powder, okay? We're gonna add since we're using about 1/2 cup each, I like to add enough that's double. So we're gonna add 1 tablespoon of that. Now, if you're doubling the recipe because you wanna reach it to the top, and I think if we actually double the recipe, it will actually reach to the top. So just double all the quantities. Maybe use a full cup. And then you can actually reach the 16-ounce jar label. Okay, boom. So, now we're gonna also add a little bit of sugar. Now, the reason I'm not adding a lot of sugar is because you don't really know what your family may like. I would say give them that option, but in my business, Harmony's Kitchen, we make our cornbread real nice and sweet, okay? So, boom. Okay, now this is all cute and layered too, but I am so tempted to shake everything, so we're shaking everything today. Okay, so boom, look at that nice and easy cornbread mix, guys. Come on. Come on, guys. This is going by so easy and so fast. You can literally probably do all 3 jars in less than 10 minutes, all right? So what do we have so far? We have our nice soulful blend. We have our nice cornbread mix, super nice, super easy. We just literally added some cornmeal, some flour, some baking powder, and some sugar in here. I use powdered sugar because that's what I have on set, but feel free, you can use maple sugar. Have you ever heard of that? Maple sugar is delicious. So you can add some maple sugar, you can add some brown sugar, some white sugar. Yeah, the choice is yours. But you can also add no sugar and kind of allow your family and friends to kind of do that by themselves. And so what happens after this? So say you give this to somebody. I'm gonna show you guys how to make it all cute and whatnot, but all you would literally have to do is add a little bit of milk, 1 egg, and you have some cornbread just like that. So another easy, fun gift you can gift to your family and friends, all right? So for our next jar, guys, we are going to do our hot cocoa. Now, this is one I am very excited about because who doesn't love hot cocoa, okay? All right, so boom, we have our jar. First things first, you're gonna wanna get you some cocoa powder, all right? And we're gonna add about, I think this recipe calls for about ½ a cup. So we're gonna do that, okay? Is that ½ a cup? Maybe I'll fill this up to the top so it can actually reach the top, okay? Okay, look, boom. Cocoa in your jar. I'm telling you, the hardest part of all these recipes is getting them in, and everything's such a mess. Ah! Why is everything so messy all the time? Okay, so boom, look, we have our cocoa in here. Wow. That smells so good, guys. Oh my goodness. Ah. Yes. Okay. Next things next, we're gonna add some powdered sugar. We're gonna add a lot, okay? Add a lot in here. Now this is optional. You can also add some powdered milk if you want to, but I think let your family and friends add their own milk, you know? Let them do that themselves. But if you did want to go ahead and add some powdered milk, all your family and friends would have to do is add water to this mix. So that's a tip that you can do. Okay, look at that. Nice, simple, easy. That was our powdered milk. Not powdered milk, that was our powdered sugar. Okay, boom. So we have our powdered sugar in there. Next things next, let's add, so I was doing some shopping and I found something called peppermint bark. Have you ever heard of that before? Some peppermint bark? Look at that. I've never heard of this, but I thought this sounds delicious. And if we're making hot cocoa, why not add it to our little mix? But it smells delicious. Wow! Okay. Why y'all never told me about peppermint bark before? Okay, so guys, listen. You want to be able to give a good gift? This is it right here. So let's cut some of this peppermint bark. Now you can either do this with peppermint bark or you can do this with candy canes, but I'm gonna show you why I'm not adding candy canes in here in a second. That's actually really, really exciting. Okay, so let's cut this peppermint bark. We're gonna add a little bit inside, okay? Switch it up, you know? So this is more so a peppermint hot tea, hot cocoa, okay? This is Christmas, guys. And during Christmas, in the month of December, you should consume at least 25 candy canes. If you haven't done that, you better get started, okay? It puts you in the holiday spirit. And while you're at it, make sure you're listening to the Jackson 5 Christmas album. It is the best Christmas album of all time. Sorry, Mariah Carey, but it's true. Okay, let's add our peppermint bark in here. Look how fun that is. Oh, this is gonna make it taste so good. Your family and friends are gonna be like, oh my gosh, what did you add in here? Like, what is that? Like, what was that? Like, that you added? Like, I've never, what? And you're gonna be like, listen, girl, it's peppermint bark. And they're gonna be like, how did you find that out? And you're gonna be like, listen, I watch a cooking channel called Cooking in Harmony, where she teaches us how to make soulful things, and you should check it out. And they're gonna be like, yeah, I will check it out. Okay, boom, peppermint bark in here, all right? This is actually reaching the top, so maybe we don't have, well, actually I added a little bit more, that's why. Okay, so next, I know we added the peppermint bark, yeah, but let's add some chocolate chips as well. This is gonna get kind of messy. Oh yeah. Okay, that was a lot of chocolate chips. You don't have to add that much, okay? We're gonna take some out. Not that much, unless you want to. If you're making me hot cocoa, add that much, all right? Now, my favorite, we have some marshmallows. And y'all know I love me some marshmallows. Dump it inside. Look at that. Boom. Guys, that reached the top. Now, this is nicely layered. Guys, oh, that is so cute. Look at that. Guys, come on. Do a little poster smile with that. Oh my God. I'm really proud about this hot cocoa. I'm really proud of this. And this was the jar I was kind of most nervous about because, you know, for my business, Harmony's Kitchen, I'm constantly making seasoning blends. I'm constantly making cornbread. But I've never really made hot cocoa before, at least not from scratch. But this is the Harmony's Kitchen way, all right? Okay, where's my cover? So y'all, when you gift this to your family and friends, tell them to add some milk. Oh wait, I forgot to add one more thing that you're gonna be like, what? Cornstarch. And you're gonna be like, why? Well, you know when you drink hot cocoa, at least that store-bought mix, then you're like, that's kind of thick. That's some nice thick hot cocoa. Whereas sometimes you've probably had some hot cocoa and you're like, that's a little bit watery. It's a little whatever. The difference is the cornstarch, okay? So we're gonna add 2 tablespoons of cornstarch. Add it a little lower. It kind of messes with the aesthetic a little bit. But boom. So that's what makes that thickening difference. If you ever wanna make something thicker, add some cornstarch, okay? So we have our 3 jars here. Boom, boom, boom. And a very messy set. So what we're gonna do is, we're gonna clean up here, guys, make everything cleaner, and we're gonna come back. And I'm gonna show you how to make this all giftable, all right? See you back. All right, y'all, we are back. So, I just showed y'all how to do 3 lovely edible gifts, right? And now let's make it all cute and put it in a little gift basket so it's more gift-like, all right? So, like I said, I got a majority of these items from Dollar Tree. Head over to Dollar Tree. They have a lot of cute Christmas things. Dollar Tree, sponsor me, please. Apart from that, let's do it. So we have our 3 jars here, right? So I grabbed some ribbon, because I thought it would be kind of cute to kind of like, you know, do a little folding action, a little bow action on our jars. So we're gonna do that. Get you some nice Christmas themed ribbon. And I'm just gonna tie it. So that's just like a little bow, you know? A little bow, make it a little cuter. Cute. Cute, look at that. Okay, so now I have a different kind of bow. I'm gonna make this a little bit longer and see if I can do like a little double loop, all right? But this one's also Christmas themed. Let's do it this big. That big? Yeah, let's try it that big, all right? Boom. Okay. This is for our soulful blend. So I'm just gonna do a little loop. If it stays on. All right. Ribbon is such a cute way to just make your gifts a little cuter. And I'm gonna attempt a little loop-de-loop and pull situation. Ah, guys, that is so cute. I did that. That's so cute. I'm flipping out. Okay. Okay, so when I first thought about this idea to do the edible gifts thing, I thought about it at like 2 o'clock in the morning, and I was just up on my phone, and I was just like, what am I gonna do? Should I make waffles? Should I not? Blah, blah, blah. And then I was like, wait, edible gifts? And I literally jumped up at like 2 o'clock in the morning, and I like literally did a little dance because I was just so excited about like this. I just love this. It's so much fun. I love it. Okay? So we're gonna add our another ribbon right here. I would say make it, when you're tying your ribbon, make it a little longer than you think so you can do a little double bow situation. So you can, all right? Wrap that around. And when you're wrapping it, essentially, what you're doing is, actually, let me show you. So I just tied it regular, and we're just gonna, kind of like you're tying your shoelaces, loop-de-loop, put one under, nothing too crazy, and just pull. Nice and easy. And if you don't know how to do that, I suggest you watch that SpongeBob episode where he's teaching you how to tie your shoes, because that's essentially what I just did. All right, so look what we have here. Those are so cute. Let's fix this one. This one's looking a little crazy, huh? No, we can't give that to our family. Okay, so longer ribbon, cut that. Okay, let me show you how to do it again. So we're essentially just wrapping it around the top. Gonna make a little X, put one under, nice little pull situation, okay? And now we're gonna loop-de-loop, make some bunny ears, some say, okay? And then we're gonna put one of those bunny ears in our little hole. And boom. That is how you do it, kind of. Yeah. Okay, look at that, guys. That is so cute. Guys, it's Christmas. Are you excited? I'm excited, as you can tell. So I also got these other little ornaments that I wanted to see if we can add to our little jars as well, if I can figure out how to open it. Okay, boom, look at this. So I think these are ornaments for your tree, but I feel like they kind of gave tag vibes, so I'm gonna do that. Now, another fun thing that you can do, and that I planned on doing but kind of forgot, was you can print out the recipe cards. And so, you know, every episode we give y'all the recipe, so feel free to go ahead and screenshot and you can print that. Or actually, you know what? I'm gonna provide a little recipe Christmas card thing that you can handwrite the recipe on, because I have one of those. All right, and so we'll add it to the description in our YouTube channel and on our website. But you'll be able to print a Christmas card, all right, and handwrite the recipe. The reason why I'm saying handwrite is because there's just, even if you have sloppy handwriting, there's just something so special about doing that, you know, for your family. Now, I was gonna add it to the jars. Oh, you know what? Could we add it to the bowl? The only thing is that this is a little too small, but I'm gonna see if we can add it to the bow, you know? Let's see. Basically what we're doing here, guys, is we're just trying to make this cute, make it more Christmas-like, okay? So I'm just gonna tie that on and see what it gives. Is that giving? Is that giving, guys? I don't think it's giving like that, but you know what would be cute? I'm gonna add it to over here. Let's add it to our basket. All right, let's start making this basket look cute, all right? We're gonna add some of these in here. Boom. Add a little tag on the ends. How cute. Let's put these inside. Oh, that looks so cute in here. Okay, don't come off now, guys. Come on. Be good. Okay, guys, that is so cute. And I'm living for this soulful blend. Like, I just feel like this is just such a good color. Like, guys, so fill it to the top when you're doing yours, but that is too cute. Okay, so we put our jars in our little basket, and now we're just making it look a little cuter, okay? So we're adding some ornaments on the ends of our basket, just to add some decor, you know what I'm saying? Can I just pop that off? No, we'll cut it. Okay, boom. Okay, so let's add this one here. Boom. Cute. I'm gonna double knot it. Oh, I forgot one more thing, guys. I grabbed some tissue paper, actually. Also from Dollar Tree. Yeah, but if you're looking to make your gifts a little bit more giftable, tissue paper is the way to go. So before we put our jars back in there, let's just add some tissue paper, okay? And this is all sparkly and cute. So cute. Okay, so we got some tissue paper. You see that? Tissue paper just makes everything better. Okay, we're gonna add a double layer in here. And I just folded it up. Yay! Okay, cute. Let's add our jars back in. Cute. Now, let's add some things in here. At this point, I would say it would be a great time if you have your recipe cards, you can add it in the back here. What I would suggest is putting it into a holiday card and just sticking that up like that. All right. We're gonna add some flowers in here. All right. Forgive me. I'm cutting them. Just gonna make it all cute. This is so much fun. Okay. Let me put some of these in the back, actually. How does that look? Oh yeah, I'm liking that. I am liking it a lot. Boom. Guys, I am living for this. Okay. Another one. Boom. Look at that, that is so cute. Okay, so we have these all nice and stuffed in here. We're gonna put some at the side. Some in the back here, this a little on the side, this like that. Oh yeah. Okay, so another cute thing I got from Dollar Tree, and which is why I didn't officially add peppermint into our hot cocoa, and it's because look at these cute little spoons. Look at this. Peppermint spoons, y'all. Come on. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna leave them in the box because, you know, we're gifting it to our family and friends. But there's a line for you to just cut it here. These are individually wrapped, but let's go ahead and add some of those in here, okay? Guys, such a cute way, an easy way to make a fun gift for your family and friends. And is it really Christmas without candy canes? I think not. So let's go ahead and add a lot of candy canes to this basket, okay? Nobody's gonna be mad at this. In fact, everyone's gonna be happy because they have to meet their quota. Like I said, you have to eat 25 candy canes this December. So if you haven't already done that, you need to catch up and get to it. Guys, I'm obsessed. Oh my goodness. Okay, so that was some of that, right? But we're not done yet. We're gonna add even more candy canes, but this time I have these little mini ones. Just dump it in here. Oh yeah. Make it all cool. Fill up all the empty space here. And guys, I think that's our basket. Guys, look at that. I am very happy about this basket. I think it is very cute. Yeah. And we literally made all these things you can find probably in your house in terms of what we put in the jars. And if you're looking for just a way to spruce it up a little bit, head to Dollar Tree, head to Family Dollar, and go ahead and get you some more things. Now, this bow is very cute. It's a little too big for the basket, but I have a plan. So to make it one final, very giftable moment is we're gonna put it in a little gift bag. All right? But first, take a look, guys. I am so happy about this. It is so cute. I am so happy. Okay. Too cute. So let's go ahead and put it in our gift bag. Okay. Boom. Because we're making this an official gift. And then we are gonna go ahead and add our cute bow to top it off. All right. Boom. I'm gonna wrap this up here. Oh my gosh, guys, this is too cute. Like, I had an idea in my head about how this is gonna be, but guys, geez Louise. Okay. Now look at that. Perfectly wrapped, nice and easy. And could you even tell that this is a homemade gift? I think not. All right. That is too cute. Well, guys, this brings us to another episode. Well, I guess the end of another episode of Cooking in Harmony. I've had so much fun filming this episode. Look at that, guys. Oh my gosh. Round of applause for myself. All right, guys, I showed you how to make some edible gifts this episode. I hope you can at least give one of the jars a try. But if you give all three, that's amazing. And it's super easy, super simple. You probably have these ingredients already in your house. If you do end up making some of these jars, let me know how it goes. But yeah, that's that. Thank you so much for watching. This is Cooking in Harmony. I'm Harmony Edosomwan, and happy holidays and Merry Christmas. Goodbye.